The next thing we need to do is we need to welcome up a couple of our speeches. Can you please make some noise for Fran's father, Gary?
Thank you very much. Old school, written on paper with a pen. Not on a phone. And I need some eyes. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of myself and my wonderful wife Cheryl, we welcome you all to Simon Hackett Winery for the marriage of Francesca and Jared. For those who don't know me, my name's Gary, and I'm the FOB, father of the bride. It says so on me socks. Nothing makes me more proud to say that I'm Francesca's dad. Walking her down the aisle will be one of my proudest moments of my life. I would first like to say how beautiful all the bridesmaids are today. And how smart the groomsmen are looking. And Jared, you scrubbed up to a handsome prince. But we all know today is about Francesca. Francesca, you look absolutely stunning and beautiful. Me and Mum are so proud of you, and we both love you. I'd like to thank all of you for coming today. Those from Adelaide, those from interstate, and those who have travelled halfway around the world to be here today. We have a great mix of family, good friends from the surf club and the paddling family. Jared and your family, we'd like to welcome you to the Kidd family. There's not many of us, but welcome. There are a few people missing today who will be proud of Francesca. And that's my mum, Cheryl's mum, my dad, Francesca's nan and granddad, and I'm sure they're here today in spirit. When Jared and Francesca first told us they was getting married, the plan was to have it in a field with a couple of food trucks. I guess that never happened.
This was low-key galley.
And as the surf club family call it, this is the royal wedding. So 27 years ago, our little girl was born. She wasn't a straightforward birth. Cheryl went in labour. More than 24 hours later, she eventually come out. She was a stubborn little so-and-so then, and still is today. As soon as she was born, we fell in love with her. And I bonded straight away. She was blessed with my good looks and her mother's attitude. Growing up, Francesca and Annika loved Disney films, especially those with princesses. We made them worse by buying every princess outfit going. And then they would argue about which one princess they're going to be. Francesca always ended up as Sleeping Beauty, which is pretty apt, as she loves a nap. Plus, she has found a handsome prince. Growing up in England, I passed on to her, as my dad did to me, the love of West Ham Football Club. I took her to many games, and when Jared and Francesca went back to England, Francesca took Jared to a game. Before they went to the club, went to the game, she took her into a local pub, where Jared has now learned all the words for "I am forever playing bubbles." So there is still some hope for him. In 2006, we decided to move to Australia on a 2-year adventure. And here we are 19 years later. Francesca excelled at school and went on to uni, and eventually finishing a degree and becoming a fantastic art teacher. And if you look around, everything you see here on the tables and around, she has made. And it was all made in my dining room, which I'm glad now is finished. So I just want to thank her. She's done an absolutely fantastic job. As soon as we settled in Australia, we joined a surf club and become the Black Cap family. We are here today with many friends that are still here today, and we thank them for being our friends. In fact, they've become part of our family. Francesca excelled at surf lifesaving, many state trials and medalling at Australian championships. You would often see me walking on the beach, walking up and down carrying a ski. That's because I'm a proud dad and I'm a #1 fan. She also started kayaking and again excelled at that. She went on many Australian teams and travelled the world, and her friends are here tonight as well. But it's at Sassy that she met Jared, who we thought was a bit quiet, shy, but they seemed to have the both sense of humour. And they were both a bit nerdy as well. But they hit it off, and here they are today. After dating for a while, they bought a house and got engaged. And of course, that happened in Disneyland, Florida. A complete surprise to us. I'm still waiting on Jared to ask for Francesca's hand in marriage. But I guess it's too late now, as he has signed on the dotted line and there's no handing back. As you know, they sold their house and they have been living with us for the last 6 months. We've got to see a lot of both Francesca and Jared. And I must admit, Jared has excelled, and we're so proud of him, because when we all have arguments, he sticks up for Francesca. He has her back, he's kind to her, and above all, he makes her laugh. And that's all we wish for. So, we wish you both a lifetime of happiness. There'll be ups and downs. Life's not easy. Be patient with each other, forgive quickly, and never go to bed angry. Francesca. And never stop making each other laugh. Always remember that me and Mum are here for you. And the words of Disney's Lilo and Stitch, Ohana means family, and family never gets left behind. Just before we toast the bride and groom, I would just like to apologise in advance for me and Francesca doing the dance later today. We are no Patrick Swayze or Jennifer Grey. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you please be upstanding and raise your glasses to Francesca and Jared, the bride and groom. Thank you very much.
A round of tambourines for Gary, everyone. And please keep those tambourines going for the brother of the groom, Marcus.
Firstly, just lovely words, Gary. That's tough to follow. For those that don't know me, I'm Marcus. I'm the eldest of Jared's two younger brothers, so yes, I'm a middle child, and he's probably going to regret having me up here. It's an absolute honour to be Jared's best... Look, I prepared this speech when they told me they got engaged, that I thought I would be that, but that's right, you can have that, Squid. So I'll start again. Firstly, lovely words, Gary. That's tough to follow. Honestly, it's an honour to be speaking on behalf of our family. Really, it came down to me or Cameron, but if you've ever seen Cameron try to spell golf, and you understand why I'm doing it, he chucks an F in there. It's the whole thing. I just wanted to kind of give it my experiences with Jared, my relationship with Jared. My earliest memories are seeing him with his 4 eyes. He used to wear glasses. And he always tells me the story of how he could see me when I was a little baby, and he could see me slowly starting to fall down. And he could have chucked his arm out to save me. He didn't. And I think it's just... I think that's how our relationship has been all through our lives. Where he could have stuck out for me... but he hasn't quite done that in little times. No, I'm joking. Honestly, Jared, I've always looked up to Jared. I always wanted to be Jared when I was younger. People at primary school, they'd always ask, who's your idol, who's your hero? And people would be like, oh, sports people, music people. And I always felt a little bit uncomfortable because I didn't know how to say it was my brother. I'm going to struggle. Always wanted to be Jared, so Jared went and played basketball, so I went and played basketball. Jared went and played footy, I went and played footy. Cricket, volleyball, all went and did those things. And once I surpassed him in all of those sports, he decided to give kayaking a go. And I remember him telling me that, and I was like, kayaking? Like, what's the ball in that? Like, what's the go with that? And he went on to forge a great little, not career, but a nice little tenure there in that. And look, I never gave it a red hot crack, but I'm sure if I did, I may have got him. And then even with occupation and that, I always wondered, what would Jared do? Because whatever he does, I want to do. And I remember him saying, I want to be a paramedic, I want to help people. And I was like, help people? Wouldn't have thought. And after hearing some of the stories Jared's had, I'm very glad I went in a very different direction, but I can definitely see why he got into that. Hold on, I've closed my speech. Look, and further on to when Jared used to not look after me as a baby, he did, through our teenage years, he did do all the hard work and offer to pick us up from school, and that was a great way to test where Jared was at, because he was either snappy or he wasn't. So I'd get in the car and go, oh, Jared, you got training today? He goes, I always have training. I was like, all right, I won't talk to you this time. And then the next day I'm like, I'm going to try again. You got training? So yeah, I got training, got a bit of paddling, a bit of gym. It's like, okay, he's on now, I can chat to him. And our 15-minute drive home would be a very enjoyable time. To you, Jared, it's an honour to be up here. I'm so proud of the person you are, and if I can be anything like you, that'll mean a lot to me. Now, Fran. Because obviously I'm supposed to be doing a bit of welcoming to the family. Look, early on, I didn't know much about Fran. I just knew that she was with Jared. She would come in, and I think one thing we can all agree with Fran is she has a very distinguishable laugh. Like, it's very obvious if it's Fran. We weren't sure if she was home some of the time, and then you'd hear the laugh just off in the corner. It's like, okay, so Fran's here. She sounds like she's having a good time, so that's good. Do with that what you will. And so, my second job was through SACA. I did cricket clinics, and Fran got me into that because she worked for SACA. And I was like, oh, beautiful, we can chat cricket. I know a bit about cricket. And the first conversation I remember is like, oh, so what happens if you hit it out of bounds? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you hit it out of the over the rope and it's out of bounds. What does that mean? And I was like, and you're teaching kids how to play cricket. But no, I was very grateful. Fran gave me that opportunity, gave me the little thing to get going into that, and it's kind of helped me on my journey to the career I want to forward. She's a teacher, I'm going to teaching, so I'd like to think that's something we have in common, Fran, and I'm very grateful for everything you've done for me. And lastly, just to on the welcoming to the family, not only when Jared, in front of the Disney castle, did he ask you for your hand in marriage, he also pretty much just asked if you want to be stuck with him. Cameron and I are very close with Jared, so when you said yes to him, you agreed that you're stuck with me and him as well. So, just the last thing I want to say, and it's about the people who aren't here with us today. It's great to see Granny over there, sitting over there. She was under the tree during that ceremony. Just celebrated her 90th birthday, so it's great to have you here, Granny. Obviously, Grandpa isn't here with us anymore physically, but one thing that's always stuck with me is Jared speaking at his celebration of life, and the words that he said, that people never truly die, they continue to live on in our memories. And I think about Gramps a lot. I'm sure I know how he felt about you too. And I'm sure he'd be looking down on you guys with utmost sense of pride, and he'd be so proud of both of you. So thank you everyone for listening to my little spiel about Jared and Fran. If everyone can charge their glasses, I don't have mine, but my empty glass. To Jared and Fran, thank you.
Round of tambourines for Gary and Marcus. Thank you. Wonderful speeches. Oh, no, real. Cool. Eventually end up in Mariah Carey territory with that one. Cool, easy. How was dinner, everyone? That was fantastic, wasn't it? I demolished so much crab pasta. That was spectacular. Can we please make some loud tambourines for Maid of Honour Annika?
Alright, so my name is Annika and I'm the Maid of Honour. So Francesca is my sister and Jared is now her mister. Let's cheers to that with some liquor. When asked to write a speech, I didn't quite know what to say because being your younger sister, I've known you every single day. Public speaking scares me, so being a reception teacher, I went with a rhyme. Because after a 4-hour drink package, you'd have the same mental capacity at this time. Growing up with Fran was not always calm. Arguments over chores, clothes, and who stole my lip balm. And that time I drew blood biting your arm. Even so, you're so loyal and protective, and I know you have my back like a mother, because as sisters, only we're allowed to talk shit about each other. But with all the fights came a whole lot of fun, travelling to Australia to spend our days in the surf and sun. Getting up to no good, hoping our parents don't know, and also seeing every live Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber show. You've always been a role model to me, teaching me what to do. Being an overachiever just comes natural for you. Countless Australian teams and uni degrees, clearly those genes skipped me. But being the first child has its flaws, as I got to watch you first test out mum and dad's laws. Teaching me what not to do, like drinking a whole bottle of Moscato on Christmas morning, passing out before all the fun. Or in that time mum found a tattoo on your bum. I have no doubts that Fran and Jared are meant to be. This was confirmed when he proposed at Disney. A big blue sapphire ring shining bright, we knew he was her Disney prince and knight. Jared, I don't know how you tolerate all of Fran's arts and crafts, creating a whole lot of clutter and mess, but I get why you do it. Just look at her in that dress. You two meeting was no accidental, so for a minute, let me get sentimental. To Fran, Mum made us blonde and Dad gave us blue eyes, so sometimes people get us confused, but what a privilege it is to be mistaken for you. I know I don't admit to it, but now and ever since I was small, I've wanted to be like you. I copied your uni degree and all. But now I often think, where would I be without you? You've made me who I am, and I'd be so lost without you. As kids, we played mermaids and built castles in the sand, and we still do today, just with a black cap on and a paddle in hand. Now you're a wife, and we'll grow up with someone new. Thank you for the best possible childhood I could have spent with you. Stop crying. And to Jared, I hope you have as much fun growing old with Fran as I did growing up with her. I would say welcome to the family, but you've been living with us for half a year. Congrats on lasting that long, you deserve that beer. Let's raise a glass and give it a whirl. You've finally become someone's one less lonely girl. Here's to love, laughter, and your happily ever after. Shawnee, you're up.
Oh golly, I'm a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sean. I am Jared's adopted brother, and clearly the one he chose to be his best man. Sorry, Marcus. Alright, it's been an honour and privilege to be chosen as Jared's best man. I knew this was going to happen as soon as he proposed at Disneyland. So it was, take that, Marcus, again. Alrighty. So my story with Jared starts way back in Year 9. When we were two kayak-bounding young lads, our friendship began with me going up to Jared after a kayak regatta after realising he went to school with me. And I was like, oh, this would be cool, we could be friends. It was a simple conversation that lasted about 2 sentences, and Jared was like, man, who the fuck's this guy? But look, 14 years later, we're best buds. So, we spent more time together back then than with our families. We were at morning training. Jared used to drive me because I was late to get my P's. So he would drive me to school where we would spend a lot of time together and then back to training in the afternoon. So it's about 12 hours together. So it was pretty quality time. I learned a lot about Jared in those car trips. First thing I learned, he loved his iced coffee. In fact, he also wanted a keg of iced coffee here today, but when Fran said, mate, you have to organise it yourself, that idea vanished faster than his golf handicap on a bad day. Everyone knows Jared's a good golfer. He loved to sing, even though he's not very good at it. There was a time in, I think it was Year 10 science class when he sung in front of the class, and it was, what song was it again, Marcus? Little Things. It got posted on Facebook and didn't get a lot of hits. It wasn't very good. But he's a die-hard Disney fan, and we spent a lot of time singing Hakuna Matata on our drives. So we know that song pretty well, don't we, Jared? So Jared's always been a die-hard sports fan. The man loves his basketball and he loves his golf even more. It's almost, he loves golf more than Fran. So, yeah. But if you ask the man to do cardio, oof, no. Especially after kayaking. So yeah, and also Jared's really good at keeping secrets. So these guys have been good mates for 10 years. And they've been together for a long time, but none of us knew that for about 6 months. So we kayaked together and, you know, pretty close to kayak squad. No one ever really, I would say, noticed anything. So, you know, it was really good to see that, and then boom, relationship. Alrighty. So I'm not just one of Jared's best mates, but also one of Fran's. I've known her for over 10 years. It's probably been about 14 years since we first met back at Onkaparinga Canoe Club. And I'm not going to lie, Fran, I'm really disappointed that I wasn't chosen to be one of the bridesmaids. I think I would have looked pretty good in a lemon. But I have to settle for Jared, so, you know. I've had the privilege of watching your love story unfold, and man, it's been something special. From epic adventures to inside jokes that nobody else gets, you two have built something special together. And while I've been sworn to secrecy about some of our adventures, like what happened in Romania, let's just say it was a very small room and Fran was around a lot. I had to spend a lot of time in the bathroom, if that gives you anything. With headphones on. Now, Jared, my friend, while golf may be your first love, today you've scored the ultimate hole-in-one with Fran. You've found someone who not only loves you, but challenges you to be the best version of yourself. And it's truly wonderful to see that. You're a truly good man, and I'm very privileged and honoured to be one of your best mates and see you grow these past 14 years. You've been a big inspiration to me over the years when I've been trying to find a career that I actually stick to. And seeing how much you love working as a paramedic and in healthcare and helping people has really inspired me to go down a similar pathway. So I thank you very much for that. So here's to love, laughter, and a lifetime of keeping Fran... No, sorry, I stuffed that one up. I'll start again. So here's to love, laughter, and a lifetime of Fran keep you in line. Let's raise our glasses to Fran and Jared. May your love last for eternity. I love you both.
Thanks, Sean. It's great. Before we get into the next bit, Little Things. Was it One Direction or Good Charlotte? One Direction? Cool. Easy. I was like, I think I lived through the Good Charlotte era. You guys are more One Direction era. Cool. All right. You know him. You love him. It's his special day. Please make some noise for our groom, Jared.
Well, firstly, thank you everyone for coming here today, celebrate with Francesca and myself. As it is probably obvious to everyone here has played a big part in our lives at some point, whether it be family, kayaking, school, work, you know, all those kind of things. So it's just great to have you all here to celebrate with us. I guess I'd just like to thank as well all the vendors that have helped us make such an incredible day. From Matt on the videography, Georgie on the camera, Madeline on the social media, which I'm sure she's interviewed quite a few of you. Yes. Riley as MC and is going to do DJ for the rest of the night.
Alan on the...
Alan on the caricature. Thank you very much. He's done some amazing pictures that you'll see at the back. So please do get around to doing that before the night is over and he leaves. And lastly, I'd just like to give a big thank you to my wife. Francesca, has done everything for this wedding, really. I can't really own up to much besides organising the groomsman's suit and partially my own, not completely, all myself. She's done everything from everything you see on your tables, the candles, the menus, the QR codes, the surfboard table numbers. Everything, the tambourine, she did that all herself, all by hand. Even designed the welcome sign, the linen. So thank you, she's done an amazing job. I consider myself quite a lucky person. I've been fortunate enough to grow up with loving parents that have given me every opportunity in this life to do and pursue everything that I wanted to do. Some loving brothers who, as much as they would like to tell you that they could have beaten me in kayaking, he went in what we call the bathtub canoe and is the only person I know of that has fallen out of it. But I digress. I've been fortunate enough to participate in elite sport for nearly 10 years. I've been fortunate enough to get my dream career. But meeting Francesca, getting to know her, going on so many adventures with her is something that I truly think is the luckiest thing I've ever done in my life. So thank you, Francesca, for choosing me. Again, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for coming, and please enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Round of tambourines for our bride and groom, everyone.